Welcome once more, my people. I will be doing a trade recap on GBPUSD. This was a simple buy trade taken within the 5-minute time frame, guys. This was actually a textbook trade because it was taken based on my setup and it did happen according to how I explained on my setup. So first of all, before we get into the charts and the explanation of why I took the trade and how I took the trade, I would like to always show you guys a diagrammatic representation of my setup. It was a buy trade. So going into the diagrammatic representation, this is exactly the setup I was looking for, and this is exactly what happened. Pinpoint exactly what happened. And for my setup, I focus mainly on three aspects: market structure, liquidity, demand and supply zones. And since we are on a buy setup, I focus solely on demand zone. So let me just delete the supply zone, right? Demand zone, then we go. So looking at this system, guys, I'm expecting price to be dropping while creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and I'm expecting price to drop and react from a point from a higher time frame demand zone while taking out liquidity on the left. Once we see a reaction on a higher time frame demand zone, we're expecting price now to push up, to be able to push up in order to move above this previous high to create another area which is higher than this previous high. That is telling us there's a formation of a higher high because this high is higher than this previous high. Then when you see a higher high being formed like this and a change of structure, it's telling us there's a possibility that market might buy. So since we already know that market might buy, we should be able to identify another demand zone formed on another smaller time frame or the same time frame. As long as we see a demand zone formed along this movement which was able to break structure, then we are good to go. Next, we try to spot out liquidity on both sides or on one side, and we expect liquidity to be taken out. In case there's liquidity, it should be taken out and price will come into our demand zone which was formed due to this move upwards, and our take profit should target the next available liquidity area. So getting back into the chart is the same thing that happened. Looking at this minute time frame, guys, you guys can see from price from this high, market went down and broke structure here to form a lower low, which formed a lower high, which formed a lower low. So as price was going up, there was a lot of reaction and price came down, but price ended up breaking this previous high to form an area which was a higher high. Since price broke structure to the upside, then there's a possibility that price might start buying to the upside. I was expecting that since price had taken out this Asian low liquidity, we should be able to look at for an opportunity to also take out this Asian buy liquidity. And based on this concept, I was able to spot this demand zone formed on a 5-minute time frame. And since I spotted this demand zone and I saw this liquidity that was taken out, this is a liquidity in the form of wick. It was taken out. I was expecting now price to go up and take out this Asian high liquidity. And remember, guys, I've always talked about this concept of Asian low and Asian high liquidity. Asian low and Asian highs are considered zones of liquidity. So most of the time, 80% of the time, during London or New York session, price will do its best to take the Asian low and Asian high liquidity. So as I saw how liquidity was swept here, this Asian low liquidity was swept here, I was waiting structure to just shift to the upside, telling us there's a possibility for us to buy and to provide us a retracement that will come into our newly created demand zone and to get a reaction from there which will push price right up to being able to sweep the Asian high liquidity, and that was picture perfect. Everything went as planned and happened as planned. So coming to the end of the video, it's very simple, guys. You guys will watch my videos, and I pray and hope with time you guys might be able to learn one or two concepts in my videos. Stick to my channel, subscribe, like, comment, and share to family. So guys, do within the comment sections, you guys can share, for example, the difficulties you guys are facing in trading now, and I'll be able to help you with some answers, guys. Stay tuned to my channel, stay safe and stay blessed. Never give up, continue to push.